more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
And this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Knocked off his feet.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama. Doesn't it?
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. That's caught, it's Miller. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option to give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Horton. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Las to fire on second down. Got a man. It's long. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. The throw to the outside is complete. It's a seam wide open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy?
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Throws to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back the ball. It's not just going to be on handoffs. And they're certainly going to line them up in different places and even throw them the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. Try to get them going there.
Third down, going up top. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Gonna look downfield again. Just ran over it. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. It's caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. The big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Wildcats will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Trying to run it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Makes the catch, it's Horton. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt. but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 6 over James Madison. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, better look out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Kentucky right back to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. Lowers those pads. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to the back. Oh, a lot of space. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Law.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's reeled in. It's Law. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grab near the sticks. It's Law. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Outside the pocket. Lets it go. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Hold and fire complete. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved?
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle.
And the defense, got him at the 27. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is,
looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw, it's Simpson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. 1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. To the air on 2nd down. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting left. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Wide open spaces. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Kentucky! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 5 over Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The give is to Miller. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Going for the big play. He's got it on the left. Off to the races. Touchdown Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. To an era far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Gives it on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run the counter. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll start this drive going to the air. And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. To the air, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, That is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing, if you don't have successful runs, now it's second and long. And this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football today.
Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They're going back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Now, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They make the stop after the catch, but it'll be first and goal from the 10. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quick completion on the out route. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down.
Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Kept it and he's past the marker. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Under fire. Safe completion on the screen. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Now on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bernard. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. We need to go for it on 4th down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Alabama.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive?